Hey, I've got a tutorial on this beautiful day for my Mission Impossible card trick. So here we go. As you can see, there's quite a bit of setup in this trick, okay? This actually has more setup than any other trick I've done, I think. All right, well, if you've seen the trick, you know what's going on. If you haven't seen the trick, you may want to go see it first. I did it yesterday. But let me show you how it works, okay? So you can do whatever you want. But here we go. So there is a big setup here. You can see all these queens. There's 13 queens. They're all in odd position. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, and 25. So up to 25 numbers, but I say 1 to 20. But so that, you're going to get a queen of diamonds anyway you look at, okay? And then, of course, here's the big finish with an extra queen that I have hiding underneath the diamonds. And then I have some random cards, okay? So let's show you how the whole thing sets up. Okay, so we take this packet of, or deck, small deck, I guess. We take these 5 random cards, put them on top, okay? What they're gonna do is show us that this is just a normal deck of cards. There's no setup at all, which we know is not true, okay? Then on the bottom of this packet, we're gonna put the queen first, then diamonds, then then queen, just opposite dots, like backwards. Okay, so that's set up there. And then these are just random cards we put on the bottom, okay? So the trick is all set up now. You set it right here. Again, I am using some dice because there's nobody here, but I'll get to that in a minute. One extra thing I do want to point out though is I took out this many cards to make this packet look like a normal packet because you don't really use a lot of random cards in this trick, so you can get rid of all of them. And then what I did is I took another deck and I measured it, and it was pretty much exactly the same, okay? Because again, the deck's this high, obviously people are gonna go, there's something going on. That's not right here, okay? And then, of course, you can't shuffle and you can't cut the cards because of the setup. So you just start talking, and then while you talk, everybody forgets about that part, okay? At least let's hope they do. But if you know tricks by now, you go, if they didn't shuffle or cut them, must be something going on. But so here's how you start. You go, all right, well, I got a deck of cards, and normally a lot of times we'll just take a deck and we'll spread the cards out and have you pick a card like this. And again, I'm reinforcing it's just a normal deck of cards, but you want to be careful because you don't want to go too far. Here's my safety card, the 7 of diamonds. I know if I go past that, I'm all of a sudden showing the setup, okay? So you just got to be careful. You don't have to show that many cards, but just something like this. Just be careful, slide them real easy. Yeah, so we've done this before, so I don't feel like doing that. Okay, so that's the first little setup. The second one is, okay, then we also have done this a lot of times where we spread the cards out and we have you pick a card like that, okay? Well, I want it to be more random today. Again, this is just a bunch of fluff. Doesn't mean anything. I just want to do the trick. But you want them to believe all this stuff. Again, it's an illusion. That's the great part about these tricks, okay? So then I go, all right, if you were here, we'd have you pick a number between 1 and 20. Okay, so let me give you an example of how this works. So let's say you pick the number 5. Again, that's why these 5 cards are on top, okay? You have to use the number 5. Can't use the number 7. Wouldn't work, okay? So you go, all right, this is an example. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we take these cards, just set them here like that. Put your card down like that. And for this trick, let's say the example, it was a 6. Again, just reinforcing that this is just a normal deck of cards, okay? Bury those on the bottom, okay? Now, nobody's here, so I'm going to use dice instead of just picking a number because, obviously nobody's here. If I pick 17, I could have the card exactly in the 17th position. So we're going to use my Yahtzee dice, okay? So I think I rolled them 3 times. And these aren't fake dice. They're just for my Yahtzee game. You want to show them that because I guess you could have. I've never had fake dice before. I don't know exactly how they work. And then the third one, I finally go, okay, let's use this roll, okay? So we have 10, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that works perfect. It's an odd number, so we're going to come exactly to a queen of hearts, okay? So let me show you. And I'll show you what happens if you come up with an even number too. So let's say it is 19. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And you square these up because you want to show them. Set this down. Okay. Whoops. Square these up and then you go, okay. So if you would have picked the card before, it would have been a 3 of diamonds. If you would have picked the card after, it it would have been the 10 of diamonds. Again, just reinforcing that it's a normal deck of cards. So let's take a look at your card. First, though, I'm going to put this on top. Okay, now, when I saw the trick, I saw the person take the Queen of Diamonds, put it, actually it wasn't Queen of Diamonds, a different card, but they put it on top like this. But I'm not going to do it that way. I'm just going to put this on top, which is what I did. And I go, we're going to bury your card in that deck of 51, okay? Something to that effect. Okay, then, of course, you look at the card, you memorize it, and then the dice we can get rid of. Oh, yeah. So let me show you what happens if you picked an even number. So let's find that spot again. That was pretty far up, wasn't it? Okay, so let's put the queen back here. All right, now, so if you have an even number, let's say they pick 12. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you know this isn't, obviously, but all you just keep doing is you just continue on. Just go, all right, so I got 12 cards. Next card's yours. Okay, so that's as simple as you do it. So if you come up with an even number, next card's yours. If you come up with an odd number, just use the card the way it is, okay? Again, we know it's the Queen of Diamonds. But then you go again, reinforce. You could have picked the King of Spades, or you could have picked the Jack of Clubs. So you can see how random this is. And then I take the deck, cover it up like that, and then I take your card and put it somewhere toward the middle, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. I didn't do it in the trick exactly right, so I had to kind of double do it, but it still worked out. Okay, so we lose that card. Most likely we're not going to use that card again because we've got it set up, but I can do it either way. Okay, so then you go, all right, I'm going to do some magic. And then I'm going to find that card. So you just go through, look like this. You know it's in the center somewhere. He goes, I know it's in the center somewhere. So you really don't have to fan to the ends, but just kind of mess around, you know, like you're really looking, but all I'm doing is looking for the setup, okay? So let's see where that queen ended up this time. I don't know where I put it. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. So then I go, okay, I think I have some suspects. So you just take this. Oh, I put it right next to each other. So this is the queen. One of these two is the queens I just put into the middle of the deck, okay? I only need one of them, though. So, okay. So I have some suspects. So you drop the suspects, get rid of this pack, or deck, excuse me. And now basically you have the whole setup, okay? So you just go, and it's all, even in order. Okay, so you go, all right, so I have some suspects, but you know what? And you kind of don't want to show the fifth card, you know. Not that anybody's counting, but this is hidden, you know, so kind of keep it like that. But and then you go, all right, I didn't find your card. And then I tighten them up like this, so it looks like one card. But I did come up with, maybe I could spell your card. Your card was a queen. Was it a queen of diamonds? Oops. And then you take it like this. And I didn't want to do it like this because it slides around and you might end up showing both. So I'm careful. Again, it's real tight like this. And I just pick it up like this and I go, of diamonds. And just set it like that. Nobody can see the queen. And then you go, now that is impossible. Whoosh. And you go, how about I even make it better? Let's lift this card right here. And guess what? There is your card, the Queen of Diamonds. Now that is mission impossible. Whoosh. So that's the trick. Hope you liked the tutorial. Go watch the trick. Thank you for your support. And I appreciate it. I'll hopefully keep things coming. And again, have a great day. Whoosh.